These scripts for these videos were prepared specifically for the trauma of the pandemic. However, trauma is trauma, and what I say can also apply to the recent unrest and events from the end of May to the beginning of June and so on in 2020. The letter F stands for fear. Here's a familiar reading. In that region there were shepherds living in the fields, keeping watch over their flock by night. Then an angel of the Lord stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid, for see, I am bringing you good news of great joy for all people." When I spoke about the letter A, I told the story of the first time I was ambushed. If you recall, I spoke of 3 reactions. First was a "what the hell" panic, followed by a fearful "oh my God," which immediately became a battle cry of I won't say what. This is what I call the warrior response to an attack. If one is fortunate, one goes through the panic and fear to that anger that will ensure survival. The story today tells what we may call the shepherd response. An unexpected appearance by a great light, that must have been a little shocking, followed by fear, but then, rather than an attack, a clarifying message, to which the shepherds responded by having a discussion about the instructions given, and then, out of perhaps curiosity, decided to follow the directions to discover if the promised miracle was so. Now, what will be the story told about our pandemic response? One still being written. Which one of the following will it be, or will it be something entirely different? Will we make the warrior response, attacking those who seem to bring the ambush to us? Or will we make the shepherd response and form a committee to discuss whether or not we will do anything at all, and if so, what? Or will we recognize the problem, an infection that has caused plenty of panic, and adopt an attitude of fear, thinking magically that we can stop the spread of the disease by locking our doors, hiding our faces behind masks so our emotions cannot be seen, avoiding human contact as if others are lepers, and rearranging our lives so we stay 6 feet apart from others, and then adopt that as a new normal? Or will we recognize the problem, an infection that has caused plenty of panic, but we can adopt temporary measures to slow the inevitable spread of the disease, giving medical professionals and scientists adequate time to develop treatment protocols and perhaps a vaccine, and then, with determination, set our goal as coming to a new normal that accepts the reality of various societal changes in preparation, medical care, relationships, movement, fair remuneration, while setting the goal of affirming the human dream to assemble freely, without having to hide our faces, and greeting one another with a human touch of respect and affection. I much prefer the last choice, though it may be stated in other ways with slightly different outcomes. However, to live in fear is to exist under a tyranny defined by others, to barely survive, to be blown about by the whims of power. This is neither the dream which motivates Americans or any free people, nor is it the ultimate goal of any creative faith community. However, to live in hope and joy and freedom requires courageous people who choose courageous leaders, something we currently do not do and we do not have. My choice is not to live in fear, but to move forward with determination. There will be a price to be paid for it. but so be it.